Hey there guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa and thank you so much for watching my video. So this is the week of December, today's December 4th, and things are a little bit slower around the holidays, and so I've been doing a lot of how-to videos and explaining type of videos, and I figured this week would be a little more low-key and I would go a little bit more into some more of my personal experience type of videos. And so I was talking about it with my husband yesterday, who has been in the business for a really long time for himself, and I was like, babe, you know what should I talk about like today? Like I have no idea really what to talk about, but there's been this reoccurring theme the last few days, especially right off the heels of a 5-day challenge I did on Facebook, which had less than stellar results, which I'm going to share with you, because I want to tell you, I don't want to just do the highlight reel, right? I want to share the struggles and the things that I've tried that have worked, haven't worked, and if they haven't worked, why didn't they work, and was it a total fail? Okay, so the next couple videos I want to touch upon those things, but you know, the reoccurring theme that I've had in the last few days was the power of consistency, and how the reason that a lot of us are not getting where we want to go is because it's not that we're not, you know, worthy. It's not that we are not talented enough. It's not that we are not gifted. It's not that we don't have a good product or a good service. The biggest problem is that we are missing that one critical ingredient. And so that's what we're going to discuss in today's video. So if you want to learn more about the power of consistency and you have been struggling in this area, then keep on watching. Okay, guys and gals, you know the drill. Thank you so much for being here and watching my videos on YouTube. I would love if you would go ahead and give this video a like and make sure you subscribe to my channel. I've increased by about 120 subscribers since I started the magical word that I am sharing with you today, and that is since I've been consistent. And it's funny because I have a friend that I've known her for a really, really long time, and she started more or less at the same time that I did on the internet, you know, and she had posted on her Facebook about 4 weeks ago, you know, what actually pays the bills, like what pays the bills, you know. And some people are saying, oh, you know, your passion, your talent, your this, your that. None of them were saying what it was. And then when she said what it was, I was like, oh my gosh, guilty as charged. So you want to know what her answer was? Consistency. Consistency pays the bills. Showing up every day to your business pays the bills. Even when it's not really paying the bills, the consistency will eventually pay off. Okay, if your business is going like this, it's because your action is like this. And if your business is going on the up and up, it's because you are consistently showing up. And this is a problem that I struggled with big time. Okay, oh boy, can I get into, you know, being self-righteous and locking myself in a box and thinking that my way was the best way and all that stuff. But those are videos for another day, because there's some of us who think, well, I am showing up. I show up once a week. Well, that's not enough, right? You know, it's too much work to show up every day, you know, or whatever, right? And I don't think that if you are not getting the results that you want and you are not being 100% consistent, I don't think it's always because, you know, you're being lazy or you just don't want to be consistent. I think a lot of that also has to do with what your purpose is, because I have come to realize that when you have a deep-rooted purpose, and I'm going to get into those types of videos in the next few days, weeks to come, because I'm all about inspiring and encouraging you to build your business online. And in order to do that, not only do you need the tech stuff, the business knowledge, but you also need that inspiration and encouragement, which are the intangible things, right? The intangible things are the things that you cannot see that are the fuel behind building your business online. But I think sometimes that if you're not consistent, it also has to do with not being clear in purpose. Because when you're clear in purpose, you will show up no matter what, and for the longest time, let me go back. My main goal in life ever, okay, was to be a present stay-at-home mom. That was my number one goal in life. I didn't want to be a top person in a career. Honestly, I did not even attach my success to like an income goal, like, oh, I'll be successful when I make 6 figures. That's the world's way of thinking, okay? That was not my goal. My goal was, how can I be a stay-at-home mom who is present for her children? And by the grace of God, I have been able to do that, even though I haven't been consistent in my business. And the thing is that since the only thing that I truly know how to do is be a mom to my kids, really, that's really all that I I get up and I'm on autopilot. I know how to do like second nature, like breathing. The whole career stuff has been something more that has not come naturally and has come by actually doing things and taking action. But that's where consistency comes in. See, even if you don't have clarity of purpose right now, and because you don't have clarity of purpose, that may be stopping you from taking consistent action because you're just not really passionate about anything in particular other than making money to pay the bills, right? Because some of us, that's how we take action. We show up because we need the money to pay the bills. But at some point, it has to be deeper than that. It has to be more than that, right? But until you get to that point, now, if you're already there, congratulations. But a lot of us are not there, right? We don't have that clarity of purpose. So until you have that clarity of purpose, you still have to be consistent and you still have to show up, because you won't know what you're really good at unless you put skin in the game. You're not going to really truly know, right? You don't know if you're going to absolutely love something and you're going to become purpose driven about something unless you start showing up every single day and start taking action towards that. For me, for example, I would do, I did network marketing, right? That's pretty much how I kind of started before I got on the internet and stuff, before I really transitioned into like internet marketing and branding and stuff. And I would grab my little Avon booklets and I would go door to door, passing out pamphlets, and, out of like, I don't know, 50 pamphlets that I passed out, I'd get 1 order, 2 orders. I did that for a while, and then I just realized, this is not for me. It's not for me, and there's people that they're going to drill you and say, it is for you. Yes, of course, you're just not trying hard enough. No, I'm sorry. There's just some things that are not for you. And showing up consistently for at least 90 days will give you a clear indication of whether that thing is for you or not. Okay, so consistency can reveal a lot of things, and that's why truly you need to be consistent. You need to show up. So maybe, for example, you've set in your mind that I'm going to do video marketing for 90 days consistently. I'm going to do video marketing for 90 days consistently. And you start doing video and you realize, oh my God, I hate this process. It's terrible. I don't like it or whatever. But you find yourself that you prefer to be on Instagram, and Instagram is your thing, right? But somebody told you that if you do YouTube, it's going to work great, right? Again, by being consistent, you'll realize, this particular style of marketing is not for me. It's just not for me. So I'm going to stick to what I'm good at, and then I'm going to do that consistently. But until you show up consistently, you're not going to know, right? Because you get feedback from action, not from thought. You can think about something all day long, but until you actually do it, you're not going to know. And that's why I know that there are certain things that they're just not, they don't fit. They're not for me. Walking around door to door, leaving little catalogs on people's garage doors, and sneaking into, like, you know, putting things in. I remember one time I went to like a bank and everything, and I put little Avon books in a doorstep, and I'm like, that may be for other people, but it's not for me. It just doesn't jive with my personality. Okay, so being consistent is really the key to your clarity, to revealing your purpose, right? I recently re-signed up for a marketing system that I never really truly was consistent. I wasn't. But being aligned with the community, I saw that the people that are really doing well, they are taking action every single day. Now, even though I don't agree with the style of marketing that they do, or maybe their style of marketing is not exactly a fit for my strengths, the fact is that because they're consistent, they are getting results. You understand what I'm saying? So even if you take imperfect action, consistency is the key to getting the feedback that you need to create that clarity of vision, of purpose in your business if you don't have it already. So where are you being inconsistent? Like I said, I've struggled with that big time. So I've found myself starting and stopping a few times because I didn't do enough often enough to really see where I fit. Hope that makes sense. So anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Please go ahead and leave your comments below if this was of value to you. And if you haven't been consistent with something, don't beat yourself up, because you probably are not clear of what you want to do. You probably haven't found that thing that really fires you up and lights you up. And no matter how anybody tells you, oh, it's your fault, you're not doing enough and whatever, it could very well be that, honestly, if you're being totally honest with yourself, you don't enjoy what you're doing, and that's why you struggle to show up consistently. But once you know what that is, and once you have that clarity of purpose, showing up is like, you're excited about it. So there is hope. There is hope. You can get to the place where you are consistent, but you have to be consistent. It's kind of like, it's like an opposite thing. You have to be consistent in order to figure out what that is. So hopefully that helps reveal some clarity to you. So anyway, this has been Barbie Figueroa. I appreciate you watching my video so much. If this video gave you an aha moment or a light bulb moment, please go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on this subject. So thank you again for watching, and make sure to visit my website at www.barbiefigueroa.online. And if you thought this video was valuable for someone else, please consider sharing it with a friend. So thank you for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye.